Dun dun
Dun, dun,
dun.
dun.
We're back, bitches.
Yeah, doing it live.
Welcome to episode 3 of the Two Dimensional Champions minisodes, the mini cast or tiny cast, or
Basically,
I
this
don't
isn't
know.
going to be very long. I think
Yeah,
especially
no, this
this
is
one. I think this one's going to be particularly short.
this one's gonna be fucking short. Yeah,
Maybe we'll make it to 3 minutes. Maybe.
yeah. So today we're covering let's see, episode 28 of the Japan Animator Expo, which is, I think this is episode 4 of season 3. Is it 4?
Yes.
3? No, this is episode 3 of
No,
season.
because it was Hammerhead, and then the two that we did back to back. Boom, and then this.
Oh, it is 4. Oh shit, I can't count. I said before that I got a D in my math class. Why am I even like
Listen,
I
addition's fucking hard. All right.
yeah, fuck that. I didn't do well, so I'm not good at math. So this is episode 4 of season 3 of Japan Animator Expo, which is Hideki Anno's project at Studio Kara, which is bringing together a bunch of cool animators to do shorts.
Mm-hmm.
So the link to be able to watch the short will be included in the show notes, so you can do that if you want. Which actually I'd recommend it, because otherwise us talking about this short is going to be really fucking boring. So you should probably
And short.
watch it. Short, yeah. So I'm a little biased. I know it's super cool. I know it's really hard work. Skating's just not my thing. It's really not, you know.
What?
I just I don't know. It's hard for me to get into. Yeah. So Endless Night is about professional ice skating. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there another name for it? I don't think so. I mean, it's a fucking awesome short.
It is
I mean,
actually like really good.
yeah, it's really fucking
I mean,
good.
it's just really like maybe it's like Me but for chicks.
Maybe.
Think about it. No, but the animation is great. The music is great. I wish the subtitles actually subtitled it. It didn't for me. Did it for you?
No, it didn't subtitle the
Yeah. So I have
song.
no idea what they were saying. Uh,
Yeah, because there's no dialogue in this one.
it's just
It's
lyrics to the
it's a
song.
music
Yeah,
video.
it's a
Not
music
like you
video.
said.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I really liked it.
yeah,
This
I really liked. Is there anything that you want to say about the people who did it before we?
Yeah, actually, the staff that did this one is really. I mean, it's all. I find it's all interesting, but the biggest priority for me, the director of this short is Sayo Yamamoto. She is a badass. So she made her debut at Studio Madhouse when she was 25. She was basically discovered by Satoshi Kon, who did Paprika and Millennium
Oh
Actress.
wow.
Yeah, and I don't know the whole story. Apparently, he really wanted her to work on Millennium Actress, but apparently, according to Wikipedia, studio politics caused her to leave the project, which is really sad because I mean, Khan is just amazing. Um, so she worked on Samurai Champloo, and she's done a lot of work in a lot of shows, like doing storyboards, episode direction. She's done a lot of ending and opening animation.
Hmm.
So she did. She was an episode director on Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt. She did work on Magical Shopping Arcade Abenobashi. She was an episode director and a storyboard artist for Samurai Champloo, Death Note. She's done work on Psychopath. She did work on Attack on Titan, Space Dandy. I mean,
She's done a
she's done
lot of shit.
a lot of good shit. She worked on the second Evangelion movie. She worked on Redline. Have you seen
I
Redline?
haven't. Is it good?
Okay, so we might have to do a podcast on Redline.
Okay.
That's a fucking awesome movie. That's a really, really good movie. That's a Studio Madhouse movie. And she was the director of Machiko and Hatchin, which was animated by Studio Monglobe. And the music director for that show is the director of Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo, Shinichiro Watanabe. Michiko and Hachin, you don't hear that talked about too much. It's a really cool show. I think it's actually on Toonami. I think it's on Toonami now. I don't keep up with it that closely, but so she was the director for that, and she also directed Lupin the Third, the woman called Fujiko Mine, which is also really cool. She's just done badass stuff,
Right.
and you just kind of, I mean, like Michiko and Hachin, you just don't hear a lot of people talk about it, and it's awesome. It's different. It's she's got a really interesting perspective with her direction and stuff like that, and yeah, I mean, she works closely with Shinichiro Watanabe, and that should just basically tell you everything. Because I mean, he's awesome. I mean, Space Dandy, Bebop, Samurai Champloo. Who doesn't like this guy? Yeah, so she's awesome. The character designer is Atsushi Kamijo, who's a manga artist. He's done a lot of stuff, and is known for like a very unique style. I've not read any of his stuff. I'm sure I've seen it. I sort of recognize the art style, but I didn't really, I just can't place
It
him.
didn't make you go, aha!
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually read any of his work. And then the choreographer, I'd have to look them up, but I think that it looks for real. You know what I mean? It's not really, it's not an over the top like no human could do this. Like this is like a for real music video. I think if they replaced this with a real person, that's fine. Like easily done, or not easily done, but there's no robots. He's not blowing up the ice or anything like that. I know that sounds stupid, but it's anime. Uh, so yeah, so Sayo Yamamoto is awesome, and it's great to see her on the Animator Expo. I think that's really cool. So that's my flip.
Yeah, it really, like, watching it. I mean, I didn't, like, I don't know the people as well as you know the people, but it seemed really good quality. A thing that really stood out to me was the art style, because like a lot of it was black and white, but then they had like a splash of like a gradiated color for that scene,
Oh
which I
yeah,
thought was just gorgeous. Like I just thought that it was like really pretty.
it's really beautiful.
Yeah,
I mean, this is. Uh, I mean, I love Hammerhead,
I think
but
this looks actually better than Hammerhead,
yeah, I think this is
like
actually.
artistically.
I mean, it's so
Yeah,
stylish, and it's so well shot. And I love how, and this was my interpretation. I don't know if it's right, but it looked like it was his whole career, right? So it was going through when he first started trying, like practicing in front of the TV,
right.
up until like him. I took it as him dancing with his older selves, in a sense.
Yeah, there was that was an interpretation that I also had. Another thing though was that there was only one scene of him as a child at home, and there was no and father there. It was
Mm.
just the mother. So I think there's also a chance that the person that was ice skating on television was their father or was his father.
Ah, okay.
So those are the two things that the two interpretations that I had was that it was him, like, it being an idol, it being his future self and his dreams and aspirations, or it being his father.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't think about that. Oh, that's cool. I mean, both of those are
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Um, for sure.
Yeah.
I thought it was neat too how it would have him ice skating everywhere, like through the hallways of school, where I think the message was not that he's actually ice skating, but it's just that it was something that he took everywhere with him. He was always
Yeah.
thinking about it. He was always
He was never not ice skating.
right. Even if he wasn't physically on the ice, it was something that he was always doing.
Yeah, I loved the shot on the train.
Yeah.
That fuck that scene. Fuck that scene. That was great.
Yeah, it was really
That
good.
was fucking great. That was really cool. That's one of those scenes where I'm just gonna remember that. Do you know?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like take that shit with me.
Thank you. Putting it in my pocket.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I mean, because it was so cool, and the colors were amazing. It was just so awesome how you got that. I mean, they got a manga artist to do the character designs, but I thought it was really cool how it's anime, obviously, but it had that manga feel with like those spots of color, which really just brought it to life. And I don't know, in this really cool way. I mean, I don't know quite how to explain it, but just really memorable, really memorable. And like you said, the music was great, and just the fucking animation was amazing, and just really, really well done. I mean, yeah. So, two thumbs up for me. I mean, this is.
Yeah, yeah. It was good.
I mean, for me, this is like this is why you have these shorts.
Yeah,
You know, it's like this is one of those. If you had to pick like two or three to be like, yeah, this is why this project you should watch it.
yeah.
This is one. Yeah, I mean, this is really
The weird gang comedy skit thing, not so much. This one, yeah, it makes sense.
well. I almost feel bad for that one now. You know, I mean, because like you know, it's obviously
never had a chance.
I mean, it's like you know, it's not that they didn't put a lot of work into it because you know, never felt like that. But this just like, I mean, this just blew everything else away.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it really did. I mean, it left me excited, you know. Whereas, you know, the sketch one was like, okay, I just couldn't remember it that well after like 5 minutes after watching it. And then the Boo Boo and Boobalina, I was like, oh, okay, that was really interesting. It was weird,
Yeah.
it's trippy, but this shit just left me excited.
I
This was like,
I almost feel like it's like comparing like um abstract art to like really good CG or something like that.
yeah,
You know, like I feel like some of these art pieces is they're like abstract art, you know, where it's like you know, I don't understand why his eye is above his, you know, forehead and why his, you know, teeth are, you know, next to his ear, but like it's got these certain interesting artistic qualities to them. Whereas this
yeah.
one is just like, oh yes, you know, like it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, and I think actually, you know, for people who are watching the shorts, I think this is probably, especially in comparing them, I think I'd imagine that this project is going to get the widest range of reactions. I mean, because I can also see somebody listening to this being like, "That's bullshit. The sketch one was the best. Like, fuck you guys." You know, and I almost like to a certain extent, it's like it's hard to kind of like argue with that, like you said, because it is so they're all so different from each
Yeah,
other.
really
It's
stylist. Like,
yeah.
you know, I guess you could sort of try to compare this to like the Hammerhead animation quality because it's like that sort of like realistic stuff, but it's completely different. It's completely like way more artistic, where the other one was way more sort of like combat slash philosophical oriented message. That
It was very hardline, whereas this is very like horizon expanding. I don't know if that's like
okay,
just the term that comes up for me. I don't know. Well, like the Hammerhead one was very gritty.
right,
You know, it was very like you know, painful. Whereas this really captured, I think, the exhilaration of like you know completely devoting your life to a dream, basically,
hmm
and then kind of realizing that. And I mean, for a 6 minute short to capture like kind of like the immensity of that feeling, it's pretty awesome.
yeah,
You know, so yeah,
I agree.
bravo. So yeah, so watch this fucking short. I mean,
Yeah, enjoy it.
if
I think that this short specifically will hit probably the largest. Like you were talking about the whole series having a lot of like different views and different people liking this, but I think this specific short will hit the most people. I think the most people will watch this and be like, "Yeah, that's pretty fucking legit."
yeah, I mean, I think you could show this to the widest range of people
Yeah,
and get a good
you know,
reaction out
you
of
can
it.
show this to your nieces, you can show this to your mom, you can show this to your friends. It's just you know, good. You can show this
Yeah,
to your GF or
yeah, this is
DF or
definitely
whatever. You know.
yeah, this is definitely safe for work, and I think everybody can yeah, I think everybody can appreciate it. Whereas Hammerhead, it's fucking violent, so it's gonna
Right.
really turn a lot
It'll
of
turn
people
some
off.
people off and stuff.
So yeah, so watch this short and just check out the whole project. And again, the music is on iTunes if you're interested in that. I think it's just for the first block, like I said last time, but they'll be releasing the other albums. But yeah, watch it. And I don't know what the 29th short is going to be. I don't think that's been announced yet. But next Thursday, we'll see you back, or next weekend, we'll see you back with another episode of Animator Expo.
Yep. Thank
All
you so
right.
much for tuning in.
Thanks. Thanks for listening.
Bye.